distance on social spaces then be something that would counter this problem? And it's not a bougie thing. People say, well, you need to have parks and greenery, but the people who actually make sure that those things are involved in their city planning are the forward-thinking ones. If you make it cement city, the likelihood of you getting people to go outside is crazy. And that's why in Kenya, I've seen it, when it's end of the year and people are traveling to their different villages for Christmas, the most excited are the children, because there are wide open spaces for them to run around. They can be outside. They play in the rain even. So there seems to be a hunger and a yearning to be outside, but we have put them in these boxes where I need to keep you busy, so I'm going to give you a gadget. So there's a wider conversation here. So how do we then ensure that those things happen? I mean, people are already talking about, can we go out and sit and speak to each other? Can we be in places where we can move physically, go for a walk, do other things that will take up that 2 hours that you use looking at the phone?
It's so true, and I think nothing irritates me more when I walk into a restaurant and see exactly what you're talking about. People are going out to have socialized and have dinner together, yet everybody is sitting looking at their own devices. And so I think that's part of the problem that we're trying to address, and that is, what do we do about this? Because people are, very clearly, the platforms are designed to keep you engaged as long as possible. That is the bottom line. So now, do we fall victim to that? Are we falling victim to that? And I think that what you are talking about is exactly that we are falling victim to that, and we are spending a lot more time on the social media. It has its own deep impact on the well-being of individuals, as you saw from the ruling that just happened yesterday. The issue is that the young people in particular, that's become their social place. When I was growing up, we used to go, our parents used to say, well, school is done, go and play in the lanes with your friends, but make sure you come back at supper time, and then we're going to eat together. And we played with our friends. Now we don't see that anymore. People are very much take their social media and they play on the social media with their friends. And very often what they're doing is comparing each other's lives. And what's being presented on the social media is very curated. I mean, it's not the true picture that you see. You can see people getting ready for selfies or things like that, and how quickly their face changes and the posture changes, and life is all good, when in effect it's not. And so people start comparing with each other. They're spending a lot of time on social media. They're starting to actually make friends on the social media. You have hundreds of friends, but yet you know nobody, right? You don't have true physical friends. You're losing your skills to be able to talk to your friends at a personal level, and instead you're using lingo on the social media, and then comparing how many friends I have or how many hits I have. And so it's sort of a bit of a quagmire, and the more people get kind of, some of the individuals get very dependent on that, and that becomes their world. And so it is very different from the natural world. I think we're lucky in Nairobi, for example. We have many urban forests, like Karura, for example. And if you go there, you see lots of kids, a lot of adults. Hardly anybody's looking at social media. They're in touch with nature and enjoying nature. And I think that is the tension that we're kind of feeling right now. Why aren't we doing more of that? And why are we spending so much time on social media? And that the tension is exactly that. The case that spoke yesterday, it was addressing exactly that issue, is that, the engineering of the algorithms that are grabbing you and keeping your attention are specifically designed to tap into your brain circuits to kind of hang you there.
So if you understand that, then you would then understand that actually this is not good for you, because anything that puts you in an addictive state is potential danger. That's the truth. So if we look at things like